Starting tomorrow, I am taking my smart car on a 1,800 kilometer road trip through the Rocky Mountains. It's got the summer tires on right now, and because we're in October, I have to switch to winters. She's a little dirty, so I'm at a car wash just to give it a quick cleaning before we leave. So here is the smart car all cleaned and ready to go. You can see I've got the bright yellow winter tires on, and I checked all the fluids, cleaned it out, and it is ready to go first thing tomorrow morning. I am super sleepy. It's 6 AM. I got the car fully packed and I'm ready to hit the road. The car is reading 9 degrees. It's just about starting to get light out, which is nice. You got all the leaves falling off the trees. Winter will be here soon. It kind of blows my mind. I'm gonna take a right turn and then I just stay on that road pretty much straight to Edmonton. No turns in about 900 kilometers. That's so crazy. While we're starting out, I'll tell you something interesting about the smart car. It has a tiny 0.8 litre diesel engine, and as such, it takes ages for the engine to get up to temperature. You've got bubbles on the left and bubbles on the right. The bubbles on the left are the fuel. The 6 in the middle is my gear, so I'm in 6th gear. I've done 9.8 kilometers, and the bubble on the right is the temperature. So right now the engine is cold, sitting at about 40 degrees. And the next bubble up is 60, and then the next bubble up is 80. So it wants to be at 80, but it will probably take us about 15 to 35 kilometers to get there. The temperature is getting colder as I head north. It's currently 8 degrees, and by the time I get to my destination, it should be about 23 degrees, even though I'm heading north. Crazy daily fluctuations in temperature here. I've been driving for an hour and a half at this point. This marks about an hour I've been driving through this mist. The car is still soaking wet. Since I've been on the road, it's either been dark or just thick mist. So I cannot wait until I get some good visibility. I'm feeling a little bit sleepy now as well. With the smart car, the sound insulation isn't the best, so I'm wearing my headphones and just listening to music quietly to kind of help block out the noise. It's not too bad, but just something to note. Looking up into the mountains, it's autumn now, and you can see the different types of tree, the coniferous or deciduous trees. I got out of the fog for a little bit, but back in now. But I have a tasty little snack to try. I bought a bunch of snacks on the trip, and I've got this fruit juice thing, and it has some caffeine in it, so hopefully I'll have it and it'll wake me up a bit. It smells really good. That tastes nice. I'm starting to get a bit worried as my temperature gauge is now reading 2 degrees. All I bought is like shorts, sandals and t-shirts for this trip. I should have brought them in winter boots and jackets. So I'll give you a quick review on how the smart car handles the highway. So right now I'm cruising at 100 kilometers an hour, about 100. And on GPS, it's about 2% slow, so I'll be doing about 97 in reality. And I'm sitting at 2,300 RPM. So the car's not stressed at all, super relaxed. the car is super stable. So I'm going around a bit of a corner now, but I'll just take my hand off the wheel for a second. You see no wind. I got a car oncoming. Okay, I've got to stay in my lane. But it's super stable. If I put the steering wheel on a slight left turn and let go, it will stay on a slight left turn until I straighten it back out. I think there's a lot of misconceptions about how these drive. Very stable, even over bumps and stuff, not bad at all. And the sun has come out, perfect. I've been on the trip now for just over 3 hours, and one thing I've actually noticed, a lot of other cars I've seen on the road have been other small cars. Like, I've seen quite a few Honda Fits, which is weird, and a few, what are they called, Fiat 500s, and obviously I'm in the smart car. I've seen a few pickup trucks as well, and semis obviously, and a few SUVs, but like, I'm gonna say about a third of the vehicles I've seen have been like kind of smaller cars, and I think the reason for that is the current price of gas. You know, if you're paying about $2 a litre, do you really want to be taking a car that's getting like 13 litres per 100 on a road trip when you can take something like a Honda Fit that's getting 5 litres per 100? You know, I'm interested to see how the market reacts, because the fuel price is going to keep going up for the next few years. So we'll see if small cars kind of come back in fashion, or we'll see what happens. I am bursting for the toilet. I've just looked at my GPS and the next town is about 20 kilometers away. I'm wondering if I should pull over at a rest stop or I should just wait till then. I've been drinking so much water because I didn't want to get dehydrated on the trip, but I am regretting it now. There is a lake somewhere off over there, and it's called Lake Kinnebassa, and it is so long. It actually goes all the way down from here to Golden, which is like maybe in southern BC, I don't know. So this is Valemount, and something I'll say for Valemount, it has a very straight road going through it. You got the smart car here, just stopping off. And I'm still liking the wheel colour. Diesel here, it's about $2 a litre. Let's have a look at gas. Okay, let's hit the road. So there she blows, Mount Robson. I think the Mount Robson Park, I'm not sure if it's a provincial or federal one, is probably my favourite one in the Rockies. I love it. You can see all the layers of snow and rock and stuff. And it is huge. It is about 4 kilometers high, and the tallest building in the world for comparison is it's under 1 kilometer, it's about 800 and something meters. So this is significantly bigger. Let's see how far I can zoom in on this. One of the bad things about the smart car is the fuel range. In the city I usually go about 350 kilometers before I fill up, and on the highway we just hit 390 and my fuel light came on saying I have 5 litres of fuel left. So I think realistically your range is about 450 kilometers highway. These mountains look so good and they keep coming. You go around a corner and then bang, you're presented with another one. It is so cool here. I am now in Alberta. So I am in Jasper National Park, and if you're going to be doing tourist stuff, you have to get a park pass, but I am just passing through, so I just got to tell them that I'm passing through. I'm heading to Edmonton. little bit of range anxiety. I slowed down a bit because you can see my fuel light is flashing and it's reading I am out of fuel. And I am 8 kilometers to the nearest gas station. So these mountains don't have snow on them, but they still look really cool. See the ribs on top of them. It's like, I don't know how you'd even describe it, like a crinkled up piece of paper. Okay, I am just pulling into Jasper right now, and my fuel light is going crazy. I have 2.5 litres it's telling me in the tank. And as I was pulling in, I saw a sign, in fact I've seen a few signs, saying there are aggressive elk around and that you shouldn't stop. So I figured I could use this as an opportunity to tell you another kind of benefit of the smart car. The paneling, like on the doors on the front and on the rear bumper, they're actually made of plastic, kind of like the same stuff traffic cones are made of. So if I do get rammed by an elk in the smart car, I will be completely fine. So, good news. Not happy with me at all, 2.5 litres. So here we are in Jasper. This is the price of diesel. I'll show you the price of the other fuels in a sec. This is probably one of my favourite parts of the drive. You just have stunning mountains in every direction. I really like this one over here. You can see all of the lines in it. It looks so cool. Amazing. We got some sheep in the road and people want to stop. So if they are going to stop and have a little look, then I feel like I should do the same. You got some chunky little rams there. Oh, look at this one. He is posing for me. Excellent. There are literally animals all over the side of the road here. The speed limit's 70, I think that's a good thing. I am finally out of the Rockies. I don't know what this area is called, but it is flat. Yeah, no mountains over there. Just got these rolling foothills. They have a Wendy's in Hinton I was thinking about going to if I was hungry, but I ate so late last night. I had a huge meal at midnight, and then I woke up. I already had my breakfast prepared, so I was not hungry at all, but it was already ready, so I just ate it. So after breakfast, I kind of forced that down, and I'm still kind of full from that. I had a protein bar. So I think I'm gonna skip the cheeseburgers for lunch. So I just pulled off this long straight highway to go to a rest area. I thought I'd give you a little walk around of the car since I'm outside. Yeah, this trip has been really uneventful. There's been pretty much no traffic, no problems. The car's really comfy, it's been doing fine. Let's get back on the road. They have some massive fields out here. They just go on and on and on. Since getting to Alberta, I've seen a lot of signs that say the speed limit, and underneath it says photo enforced. But honestly, they don't need that. The roads are so bumpy here that it's like you're having these massive speed bumps. You don't want to hit them at 100, otherwise you'll fly off the road. I'm just glad this car has soft suspension, but the low profile tyres are definitely not helping. There's just mile after mile of these amazing orange trees lining the highway. It looks so cool. I'm now on a road heading east, and I'd head due east for about 250 kilometers. So it's going to be a long and boring straight road. I'm a big proponent for people actually driving their cars. I can appreciate collecting them, and if you have a really rare car and you want to keep it nice, that's understandable. But realistically, what makes cars great and fun is that people are actually using them. A car that sits in a garage its whole life, well, it can only bring you so much joy, and I feel like you would get more joy if you actually used it and made memories with it. And as such, if I see a nice car on the road that people are actually using, I kind of rank it quite highly in my mind. And going on just a long trip like this, you get to see what cars people are actually driving. And I'll give you a quick list of the nice cars I've seen. I've seen 2 MX-5s, I saw a C7 Corvette, and a Civic Type R, which is good, especially for the MX-5s. People that buy those cars are actually getting out and using them and enjoying them. When you've been stuck on the highway for like 2.5 hours on a straight road, I just came to a massive spaghetti junction that had like, I don't know, 4 or 5 different turnoffs at the same time. I was like, I completely zoned out, and I was like, whoa! And I just managed to get the right one. Kind of by luck, really. But yeah, I'm heading in the right direction, which is good. But yeah, 2.5 hours on that road. The car is fine. My brain just checked out. It's crazy. So I have been driving now for 9 hours. So that's pretty good. And I'm still feeling good. The earplugs definitely helped. The seats still feel comfortable, which is good because I've still got, you know, maybe another 10 hours of driving to do. But yeah, so far so good. And shortly I will be driving through downtown Edmonton. So wish me luck with that. I am in Edmonton, having a look around. I'm at this Donair place. The car is doing really good. I thought I broke the suspension on this wheel because it was sagging really low, but I had a look, counted the number of coils. I thought maybe it snapped, but it hadn't. So it's doing good. Yeah, so far no incidents. I'm just at a gas station just outside of Edmonton, and you'll never believe the price of gas here. That is so crazy how cheap that is. These long straight Alberta roads just go on and on and on. It's been like this for hours. It's really easy driving, but yeah, wow, it goes on for a long time. I have got this, a delicious Donair, and the guy at the store told me that this is supposed to be the 3rd best Donair in all of Alberta, so I'm excited to give it a try. It looks really good. It is good. I went with a sweet and spicy sauce, and it is spicy. There are so many deer everywhere around here. Well, not deer, sheep. Wetland plain. Some mountains off in the distance. It looks a bit rainy up ahead. Hopefully that's okay.
I've just filled up in Jasper. I'm just making sure everything in the back is good. It's a very cloudy day here. It rained on my way in. Yeah, very nice. Well, I'm a bit tired, but I'm doing good. The car is doing excellent. No complaints whatsoever. This will be the last gas stop until I get home, so hopefully I've got just enough. I'm just leaving Jasper, and on top of that hill up there, I see a building of some description. I don't know if you can really see it, you just see the outline, but yeah, I wonder what it is. Mount Robson Visitor Centre is that one right there. And is Mount Robson back there? Nope, she is in the clouds today. Those mountains over there have snow on the top. When I last came through here, I gotta make sure I get the right exit. There's not many turn-offs, but this is one of them. But yeah, last time I came through, there was no snow on that little mountain. So that's happened very recently. I'm not sure what that is up ahead. It looks like the start of a tornado. A bit ominous. The sky is looking really weird right now. Got some mountains off in the distance. But yeah, it's very weird. Okay, something super annoying about driving through the mountains. When you get to a passing lane, people will be driving along at 80 kilometers an hour. They get to a passing lane and everyone speeds up to about 120. And then as soon as the passing lane ends, back down to 80. And with the smart car, because it doesn't have a ton of power, you just can't get past them when everyone speeds up. So you're really just trapped going at 80, and then in the passing lanes you can speed up a little bit, but as soon as it ends, back to 80 for you. Very frustrating. 1,403 kilometers into my trip. I have eaten all of my snacks. All I've got left is water, is these Snapple low sugar iced tea things, and they are delicious. But I've still got about 300 kilometers to go. So I don't want to drink too much or I'll be needing to stop every like 50 kilometers. I'm feeling good though. I was getting a bit sleepy for the last 100 kilometers, but I feel like I'm close enough to home that it's given me a second wind. I'm stopped in highway construction right now, and you might be able to see my fingernails are so long. But luckily I bought some nail clippers, so I'm going to use this opportunity to trim the old nails. It's starting to get dark and it's raining. I've still got about 2 hours of driving left. I suspect by the time I pull into town it will actually be like pitch black outside. I was hoping to get back before it got dark, but it's okay. I'm just gonna play my music and roll into town. So this is the low beams and then high beams. I'll turn back to low beam, then high beam. So the high beams do give you a good amount of extra range, and even the low beams, they're really quite good. You can just see in the distance there, that's the city lights of my hometown. I'm just pulling in. I'm probably about 20 kilometers out. My trip meter for this journey is reading 1,755 kilometers. So by the time I get in, I should be somewhere around 1,800, just a bit under, I think. I just got home. There's the car. She's looking a bit dirty. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go inside, have a lovely hot shower, eat some food, and I'll unpack and give an overview of the car and the trip tomorrow morning. Okay, so I went inside and I had a delicious hot meal and a shower, and I completely forgot about finishing the video. So here I am, 11 months later. I'm just getting ready for a bike ride, but I thought I'd give you a little review. Since I did the trip to Edmonton in the smart car, I did the exact same trip in my Audi TT, so it's useful because I can compare the two cars. They're honestly quite similar. The Audi had coilovers and really big rims and low profile tires, so the Audi was actually less comfortable than the smart car, funnily enough. But the Audi was a little bit quieter. Ultimately, they were both kind of the same. But yeah, so if you have basically any kind of more modern car, they can handle whatever road trips you throw at them. So yeah, if you do want to go on road trips, then yeah, get out there and go.